right? I think we are live. There we are. Hello, hello. Man, I was up till, God, probably like 3 in the morning. Sometime around there. Super late. Especially for me. Planning out how to do this, right? Guys, I am so goddamn close to having this working just how I want it. And there's one hurdle left to get over right now to get it to the point where I'm happy with it. Well, happy with the functionality. Aesthetically, it looks terrible, but don't worry about that. One thing that is just so annoying, and I'm trying to track down where this is like happening so I can stop it. You know what, just for context, let me show you. So for execution calculations, right, you can mark your gameplay effect to have its gameplay cues handled manually, meaning that it won't call any gameplay cues that are within the stack, right? So I have that set. All should be well, right? Well, there's a difference between the gameplay cues that are applied through this execution and then the following one. So right now I have it set to not apply any, but it's still applying. And from what I've gathered so far, the reason being is because for the additional effects, when it does this application, it will use this, right? And it will apply anyways. It just doesn't give a shit about wanting to handle these manually. Why am I not using VS Code? Because this is for C++. VS Code does C++, but Visual Studio does it better. A lot more debugging features. I can track things down a lot quicker. And I also have access to looking at different threads and memory management, all the good stuff that I need. But I do agree, VS Code is lightweight. I used it a lot when I was doing web development stuff. But dude, absolutely, like, biggest middle finger to this thing. The one problem with VS Code is it doesn't have integrations for Unreal Engine 5 macros. It's the biggest problem with it. It doesn't have header tools either for it, so those things make it really difficult to debug without, because you'll just get a log that actually doesn't have the debug information. Visual Studio lag, yeah, it is pretty resource intensive. Visual Studio Code is great, don't get me wrong. I've just been using this for years at this point, and that's just what I'm, like, you know, used to. So it's a lot easier for me to work with it. Comes down to preference. So what I'm seeing so far is it calls this function on the gameplay effect component. And this is kind of where I'm at with, like, tracking it down. The thing that's weird, and I don't know why, This must be put into a separate file entirely. Like the actual definition of this function. Make a VS Code extension that you can do stuff with Unreal Engine 5. Nah, that's way too time consuming. I barely have time to do everything I want to do on this. Making a whole extension would just be incredibly difficult. Honestly, I need to find where this is being used. Whatever file it's in, I'm going to track it. You could make one. More power to you. I might have to download my own version of the engine so I can manipulate some of this shit. Because I really need more custom functionality than what's offered here. And I need to modify gameplay effects. I specifically need to stop them from applying gameplay cues when I mark it not to apply. It's these subclasses that are doing it, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, that's right here. So if we like track this down and see where it's coming from, we can see here that this is where we are basically saying like, hey, let's not execute gameplay cues. But it still does it anyways. Super frustrating. You can also see like where this is referenced in the code as well, so you can track down when it's used. There's got to be... So if like these are the main functions that are activating these effects, the additional effects must be getting applied through some other means. I guess like one way to fix it is or one way we can try and fix it is by changing this. Let's see if this works actually. I'm gonna reparent this real quick. And remove the application of additional effects here. I think reparenting got rid of my execution as well. So additive set by caller, damage must not have state dead. Oh no, target must not have that. Force tag, it doesn't matter. I know you can't see it, but I'm just adding in the gameplay queue thing here. What I'm going to do to test this out is pretty much just make my own like separate gameplay effect that I'm just going to apply without any additional gameplay effects, just to see if that handle, or like that manually handle the gameplay queue application actually works outside of that the conditional effects and shit. God damn, it's so hard to explain. But I was up so late working on this to try and figure out a solution. There is one last thing I need to do here though. Yeah, this raw magnitude needs to get set. Don't need this. Get gameplay effect count for the effects that we're currently applying. No. What does this need a T subclass of? I can probably do this another way too. Hold on a second. Comment this out. Active gameplay effect handle. Should be able to do it. So if this does work, right, this is just going to be a band-aid on a much bigger problem that I'm going to have to address later down the road. Like with every like feature that I create, it makes me just want to download the engine from GitHub and compile it myself so I can make these changes. Cause like, man, today I'm going to go on like so many rants, it feels like. But with chaos physics, the problem with geometry collections was like super annoying, and like it's one line of code to fix that, but I can't because it's read-only. And then with the gameplay effects, it's one line, but I can't touch it. So I think some point during the weekend, if I mentally break from this, I will just download the engine myself and compile it so I can change this shit. But that can open up a whole can of worms if I ever do any upgrades. So I really have to look at the pros and cons of doing it that way. Okay. Let's see what we got. This is still... Hold on. I'm gonna recompile. We gotta do some logging here. I want to see if this is getting, or how many times this is actually getting applied. Actually, hold up. I'm getting a little too far ahead of myself. We comment this out. We want to make sure that we have full manual control over gameplay cues. We do not want the gameplay effect to be applying any of them. So with this line here commented out, this is the only line in our code that will do this application for us. So we need this, we need that to be controlled. Make sure that live coding actually got completed and there's no like bullshit going on. Man. Super annoying. I mean, if this works, it gives us a more clear direction on how to do this and where to go, which is more important than anything right now. Fucker, look at that. It's applying. Dude, how do I tell the gas system to fuck off and let me control when these visuals are added? I mean, do I have to use a separate gameplay container other than the one they actually give? For Christ's sake. Hold on, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I just did not set the execution calculation up correctly. Where's the log I put for that? Hold up a second. Does Okay. Kind of just like went really deep in thought here on how this might be happening, but I don't know if this is actually how it plays out through execution. Do the... man. When there's a tick of damage, does it continuously run through this execution calculator? Or does it only do it for the initial application of the GE? I guess that depends on the damage, right? And it's so hard to explain this without prior knowledge to how this system actually works. But it's just very abstract things that you have to like really dig into to figure out how they function. But doing it makes you a better programmer. What I tell myself. Doing one execution. Wait, what is this? This effect executes on application and then at every interval. Man. Just doesn't listen. It's just manually putting on the tags. Guys, if I can figure out this one last thing, we're in the clear. I have all the data set, everything's being read correctly, replication's working perfect. But this one thing is kind of dicking me, like super hard. And it's either a bug or I'm just missing a step in the process here. But from the way like I'm seeing it right now, I have this set to handle gameplay cues manually, meaning that it should not apply. At least that's what I'm like interpreting this as. We do not apply these. Now, is this only for instant effects? Are duration-based effects treated differently when it comes to this? This is why we have this right here. Right here, preventing gameplay cues from firing. By calling out execution outputs, our gameplay cues handled manually, and then manually sending our gameplay cue event to the target or source ability system component. The next thing that I'm going to test is, does that just do it for instant-based effects? Like, the way that I would do this or implement it would be, it just does not send the RPC to spawn in gameplay cues. But it seems like it's just doing that anyways, no matter what. And I can't put custom logging in either. Sucks. Another thing I can check is, am I fucking with the gameplay effect, like modifiers, or anything whatsoever that would be causing this kind of issue to happen? So like here, for instance, we're doing like damage application. Come on, bro. If you have to type it in a different language, don't type it, bro. You know better. What are you doing? Why do you think it filters that word? You're basically saying the word with extra steps. Well, okay, so I get the joke, right? But the thing is, if you type stuff like that in chat, I receive emails from YouTube about it, and they want to get rid of my channel. So whenever you type stuff like that in chat, I actually get they actually ream me for it. Trying to get me banned. Found a way to fund the terraforming project. Oh, there you go. How'd you manage to do that? I mean, this is all gone. Wait a minute. Am I doing gameplay cues in my goddamn attribute set? Forgot all about this. Oh, dude, if I'm like wrong in the end and it's totally my fault, I'm good to admit it. Damn it. Does not appear like that is the way. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh man, the shitty part is I can't do custom logging. Heard of aerogel. Yeah, I've heard of aerogel before. It's like that super lightweight material. Kind of like a filler material, right? Yeah, none of these classes would touch anything that we need to do here. If anything, this class right here would be the only thing that I can think of that would mess with this. And this isn't overrideable, is it? No, it is. Hold up. Might be on to something here. I know what I'm talking about, but I'll make yourself explain it. Do you know what they made aerogel of? No, I think I watched a YouTube video or something on it a long time ago. The material specifically, I do not know. I just know it's a very lightweight material. It almost is like, it's kind of like a blue, and it's pretty much see-through from what I remember. Oh, is this it right here? Dude, I think I found it. Let me overwrite this shit and make sure that we manually handle gameplay cues. That was inside the ability system component. Override. Made from silica. It's added to a solvent to absorb air and become very light. Do you know how they get silica? That is above my pay grade. I do not. What we're gonna do here is take this and chop it up into little pieces and only pull what we need. That is what we're going to do. Scope block, active effects. Yeah, that's fine. Scope will last for this whole function call. Ability logging. I mean, I'll do the include for it, sure. Better safe than sorry. Ability system log. Silica oxide. I'm assuming it's just a byproduct of silica then? Back is undefined. What is that, a member variable within the ACS? I grabbed the wrong override? It appears that I did. Silica oxide, iron, and biomass inducing other things are found in sand, so if you crush them, you could make a machine to sort it and sell its materials. Silica oxide is used for making aerogel, not pure silica. But yeah, that's why I said it's a byproduct. Kind of like how like plastic is a byproduct of oil processing. But sand contains silica oxide, iron, biomass, and other things which are reasonably valuable, so you can sell it and earn loads. Make sure to bring my my bucket and my sifter to the beach. You're telling me that sand is pretty much gold. Alright, so we did an override here. I'm going to cut out the gameplay cues. I do not want to apply gameplay cues. What is this? Unreal Engine 4, we are following the same previous implementation, but there's a special case for gameplay cues here. Caveat, may not be true. We are stacking an existing gameplay effect. That means gameplay cues should already be added while active. We do not have a proper way to replicate the fact that it's been re-triggered. Hence the RPC here. This may not be true because any number of things could have removed the gameplay cue by the time we're getting the stacking GE gameplay cue. I actually kind of already handled that, so I don't mind getting rid of this for now. Honestly, anything that has to do with gameplay cues, we're going to comment out here. See here. Be extracted in a machine which isn't already sold, but I could make my own model and make a machine. The machine would cost like $120,000 of America, so it would cost a lot. With that, I could earn loads annually if you include expenses. About 200k profit if you include all income and expenses. Sounds like you could sell the machine for a hell of a lot more. If it's returning that kind of ROI, it should be worth more. Alright. We did an override here, got rid of the gameplay cue shit. Make sure that none of these are being executed. We actually should also get rid of this. But basically, I would install one in the area, and boom, free money machine. I'd still do maintenance and stuff, so almost there. What do we have here? Oh, it's protected. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let's move you up here, shall we? Actually, will have full manual. Very important. I said included all expenses, including repairs, labor costs to use, and even maintenance. Of course, the building included all costs. It's free money. Hey, well, if I say I believe in you, do I get a cut of the profit whenever you make it? Because if so, I believe in you. Sweet. I can use it to fund my animations and sound effects that I suck at making. I can actually hire somebody to do it now. Man, I was up till 3 a.m. working on this, trying to get this problem solved, and I swear if it's this easy, where it was just one overridable function that was calling them, I'll probably just feel defeated. I was gonna say I'm gonna get angry, but honestly, it's not worth it. I really gotta rebind that. Fucker. Damn, it wasn't that easy. Oh, that sucks. What the hell is applying this gameplay IQ? Need you to understand that it's ambitious, but it is chemically true. Yeah, that's fair enough. I get that. But having ambition is a very great thing. Damn. Update not push, global spec being applied. Maybe it's a separate version of this function that's getting called. What version are we calling within our system? Also, let's bring this up here. The plan is collect sand until I have enough money to terraform. I just need $120,000 in investments. Yikes. A lot of money. It is calling this version of the function. Alright, well, I'm gonna log the shit out of this. I just need to know at what point is our thing getting applied So then I can actually hone down where it's happening. Because right now, there's just too many positions that I've found where this thing could possibly get it be getting like applied. And it is mildly frustrating. Should not be there. This should just not. I don't believe it will actually call it here, but we'll see. Again, this is all preventative, so we don't have to make our own version of the engine to do all this shit. What I want to avoid. This is a delegate callback, I believe. The $120,000 investment with the millions I needed earlier. Finish the text before I finish your lasagna. Oh, one of those meal plans. I feel you. Dude, we just need this to stop applying gameplay cues. Literally it. I mean, like, another way around it is we we just store the tags in a different location, but I kind of don't want to do that. Like, there's a million different spots we can store these like tags, but I'd rather just use what they give us and just modify some things. Also, once I get to the bottom of it, having a better understanding of how this works is not a bad thing, so this is just beneficial. Maybe not to my mental health, but definitely good for learning. Shit, what was that log? It was I just gotta see what their log type is. Log temp is the shit that I put in there. There was another one I was using. Whatever. I won't flick it back on. Not that big of a deal. Did you know the push for people to move at 18 is only something in America? Oh, trust me, we're not doing that anymore. It's really difficult to afford rent or like any other living expenses currently in America. It has become a huge problem in the past, I'd say like maybe 5 or 6 years, maybe longer than that. It's gotten a lot worse though, for sure. I'm gonna clear these logs. Here we are. Is that the first active event? No, here it is native while active. We need to see where apply invoker gameplay effects spec the target. It's called here. That's between these. To handle damage to be applied. Yeah, that's what's happening right beforehand. It's only in America, like, man, that isn't or wasn't part of any country ever. Yeah, I know, like, in Europe, I've heard that people move out a lot later in life, like sometimes close to like their 30s. But I mean, like, staying at home and like helping out like your parents for as long as possible is never a bad thing. I feel like people move out early so they can just have like their own space. Or they need to move out for like work because they got a job somewhere that needs them to be in a specific location. Alright, let's see where this shit is getting applied. So it's between... Excuse me. Wait a minute. Honestly, I'm gonna assume that it's like right here. Stack count, the effects. Captured tags. Duration. We're getting close. Here in the Middle East, it's the same. Here people live with their parents until they marry. Then the women and men have their own house. But man, it's true. Sometimes they don't even leave the house at all, but rather bring other people to live in their house. Not necessarily a bad thing. Being that close to family and all. Me personally, I don't know. I like having my own space. I think it's mainly because the house that I grew up in was never like the cleanest place to stay. So instead of trying to like teach my family how to clean, I decided to move out so I didn't have to do that for them. Some people just grow up in really bad environments, dude. Moving out kind of gets you away from that shit. There's like a there's something that people say where it's like you are your environment. If you live like in a hellhole, it makes it really difficult to break out of like a really bad cycle. Alright, where's this shit getting applied? So it's after applied effect. I'm assuming it's going to be between the applied effect. Maybe right after. I mean, we could also turn this on too. The specific log right there. Yo, what's up? How's it going? It's a good thing, but I'm rather telling you what it's like down here in Dubai. Yeah, I've heard of it being like that. I never have a problem with it at all. I mean, you know, we all have free will. You can choose what you want to do. Once we have this done, like, I'll never have to worry about status effect shit ever again. Because when we fix this, I'll explain the whole system and how I coded it. But it runs off of pre-existing data and it regulates itself completely. We never have to touch it. Besides adding in like an image for what you want the status effect icon to be. But that's not a big deal at all. What do you know? Where that applied effect is getting called is where this fucker is getting added. I had a feeling that's what it was. Man, the only thing I don't like about the logs in Unreal is like when you highlight a word in VS Code, if I highlight this, it shows everything else that's highlighted, right? If it did it here too, that would help so fucking much. Yeah, look at that. So, when this applied effect is getting called, this is where it's actually applying our gameplay use. I wonder if we can modify this. Are you overrideable? You are not. Oh, dude, that actually looked like a fire bell or something like that. I didn't even notice that was a yo-yo. Man, the shitty part about not being able to override this is I can't log a lot of this stuff. I have to go off of what's preset. Yeah, so this function right here is what's doing the application of that GC. Alright, give me 1 minute here. I'm gonna fill my water up. We're gonna dig into this and modify some code so this shit stops getting called. Be right back. Can you give me a couple of K in the future for the silica oxide machine? I'm broke. I ain't got no money to give. This is it right here. Invoke gameplay queue events. Since we're applying it locally and possibly predictably, invoke the queues unless it's instant, in which case we're not invoking on active while active queue. Huh, okay. This is overrideable. I'd love to see it. Where is this set? A kidney would do wonders. I think I need those. I know I don't need both, but you know what? I've grown fond of them over the past, you know, 20-something odd years. I don't know if I can give up on them that easy. This is where we should be able to stop it. Said that last time too, didn't I? We're gonna be false pretty much always, my friend. We need the include for this. I mean, shit, we can just call super and pass in false, can't we? Not what I meant to do. Need to do a return. On super, set active. Gameplay effect inhibit. We'll pass in pretty much everything except gameplay queue thing, because fuck that. You look like a Doro gang. I have no idea what that is. Is this active gameplay effect handle? The include for this? No. What the fuck? Is that not included here? Everybody looks different. You ain't wrong. Okay, now. For the love of God, we have control over when gameplay cues are applied. I'm sick of them like double dipping on the while actives too. I think that's just like really fucking dumb that they do that, but you know, it's my opinion. What do we got? A reference of a reference. Excuse me? Come on now. Oh, okay. Recent change. Use set active gameplay effect inhibit with a move temp. Active G handle. So it clears the hand so it's clear the handle's no longer valid. Check then use the returned active gameplay effect handle to continue your operation. They do not want us to use this anymore. Type of Japanese ball made from random dirt turned into a beautiful smooth dirt ball. Your choice is so uncertain. I don't even know. What are you saying, my guy? Needs a car wash. Why did I feel like there was another build error here? Oh no, okay. It was just the super call. Visual Studio didn't like it. We had to specify that we were aiming for the ASC, I guess. Oh no, it still doesn't like it. Does Visual Studio have IntelliSense? Yes. And goddamn is it slow. Holy shit. I have to disable it half the time. Because man, I think I get more tilted when I like try and save a file while IntelliSense is like trying to catch up with like my current file that I'm looking at. If you do like a quick like Control-Shift-S to like quick save, it will actually open up the save as file explorer and try to save it as a new file even though it exists. Holy crap, that is super annoying when that happens. SpongeBob has been looking for you for years. Please go back 2 miles to the big rock. What are you talking about, my guy? The rock drives itself. Oh. Yeah, I have to use a move temp, don't I? Or wait, is it called move temp or something else? No, it's move temp. Why use C++ right now? It's required here in the project, or just want to? I just love programming, and I mean, it's not required, but I just find this kind of stuff super enjoyable to do. So it may go, I may be going out of the way to do something, but I'm learning a lot while doing it, and C++ is usually more performant. That word gets thrown around a lot, but yeah. You also like to do code? It's a lot of fun. The way I look at it is, if I'm going to be sitting here doing this all day, I'd rather enjoy my time than do something I don't enjoy. Motherfucker, dude. Stop applying gameplay cues. How? How do I stop you from doing this? What is causing you? Gotta be something. Something I'm missing. I even manually set this to false. What more do you want from me? Visual Studio lag with Unreal Engine 5? Yeah, it can. It can sometimes. When your projects get really big too, it can be a pain in the ass. Came a long way, keep it up. You made advancements? Yeah. I actually have my old project, or like old builds from the project from like the first month of development. And I keep saying that I'm going to bring them up and show what the project looked like 5 months ago, but I just haven't, I don't know, haven't had the chance to do so. There's got to be a point where like I hit exactly where these things are getting applied so I can just fucking nuke it. effects. Holy shit. Just stop applying gameplay effects. I mark them as don't apply. Still applies. Please. I beg of you. Your fit looks like cheese that's burnt only from one side. It's because it's a beat up fucking t-shirt. What that is. Here you are, bastard. Can I override this so I can stop this shit from happening? Wait, hold on. B invoke gameplay cues. We use minimal mix replication, then this path will add queue and broadcast the RPC that calls on active and while active. I don't want that. This is going to ignore B invoke gameplay queue events and invoke them anyway with a bunch of caveats. Why? What the fuck is the point of that? There's literally no point in doing that. You're just adding overhead to the fucking network when I don't need it. I'm sorry, I'm getting tilted over this. God, you better pray this is fucking virtual. Oh, you... Okay. Stuck at the file structure when I want to do C++ with Unreal Engine. Stuck at find what's the most recommended file to do code, as Unreal Engine has complex file structure for C++. There's so many files when I open Visual Studio Code to do C++ for Unreal Engine. The main folder you're going to be working in is the source folder. So pretty much everything within this scope here is going to be everything that you use. It's really important to try and keep organized with the naming of your files too. Do you think my idea of the machine was good? Yeah, I mean, if it makes money, then yeah, why not? Wait, hold on a second. Minimal replication queues. I can override this function. Wait, I already am. But you were shitting me. Hold on. Where the hell is that? The problem is, though, I think this is also used for add queues as well. We're gonna have to do a reroute on this. Or I'm gonna have to add in some custom functionality. Something to separate this. By the way, do you think Unreal has complex or easy file structure? In the beginning it was overwhelming, but when I learned how to like organize everything, it was pretty easy. It's just learning the hierarchy at first is a bit overwhelming. It's easy. Noah James, how are you? Doing good. How are you doing? Sorry if I seem like an ass. This coding today has been tilting me. There we go. Thank fucking God. This is the most deceiving piece of code I've ever seen in my life. This thing can go fuck itself. Basically, H file goes into public folder, CPP goes into private. Exactly, Patrick. Exactly. Mark gameplay cues handled manually. Biggest fucking lie ever sold. Alright, now let's actually manually handle them. I'm gonna go back in and turn on my gameplay cues. One step at a time. Damage effects applies additional effects. Most certainly does. I believe. Did I change it back? I should have. Where is my scorch effect? I did not. That's fine. We are going to flip-flop this back over. Actually, no. No. Let's not get ahead. We're close. First, by the way, your glasses look pretty cool on you, to be honest. Thank you. I appreciate it. They help me see, so that's pretty cool too. First complete C, then revise C++, and go for C++ Unreal Engine. That's usually what people do. A lot of people learn C first, then C++. And once you get those down, Unreal Engine, it's just learning the macros for the engine itself. No, you deserve it. Thank you. Because it turned the amount of America dollars from many millions to just 120,000. I think that's smart. I did read the comments. I'm also incredibly zoned in on getting this problem fucking fixed, finally. Gotta uncomment this last thing. We should be good. Now our effects should apply. And if they don't, then we have to add in custom functionality to that internal. Which games do I like? Strategy games, pretty much, is my cup of tea. But I don't really play too many games. I think I enjoy making games more than I enjoy playing them at this point. Does all concept of C++ important for game dev? I wouldn't say all concepts, because like there's so many different fields that you can use C++ in. I think the most important thing is like understanding calculus and geometry. Statistics is really good too for game balance. Thanks, Patrick. Take care. Have a good day, my guy. That's great. I play a lot of games. Hey, maybe you'll play my game someday. As long as I don't go mentally insane trying to get it working. Appreciate it. By the way, I want good knowledge, also enough knowledge to make Unreal Engine from source. Oh, to do the source build. It's always good to have that too. But it's not applying. Yeah, we need additional effects for that. Gotta handle the internal effects a bit better. Damn. Your t-shirt color is cool. I love black color. Thank you. What is the worst word? What is that question? The T word. Because I say shit all the time. The C or C sharp, also used for Unreal Engine. It's mainly C++. C sharp is used for like option files is how I would describe them. It's for like dependencies and stuff. So like use C sharp to like list these, but it's mainly C++. Yeah, that word exactly. How old am I? I am in my late 20s. Yeah, did I live code that? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Hold up a sec though. What is this? It's spawning on the client. Hold on. Was it spawning on the client without this before? I actually didn't check that. Do I have Discord? Yeah, I do have Discord. Do you have art to show me? Making my own game, or is it for someone else? This is my own project. Alright, so client is still receiving the call. The server is not, though. This is just laughable. Can I tell you a tale? It's just a long story I want to tell you. Yeah, I mean, go ahead. PC specs? It is 32 gigs of RAM, a AMD Ryzen 7 3700X processor, AMD 6900 XT graphics card, and 2 terabyte solid state. Stop typing everybody else. Only a couple people in chat, my friend. We're just all here to learn. And I'm here to lose my mind. It's crazy that it says Art Gameplay Queue handled manually. Obviously that is a complete lie. I will figure out what the fuck is causing this, and I will stop it. I do not care how long it takes. Turn off messages. I don't need that shit. Oh, I definitely gotta rebind that key. Okay. On active, it gets called right here. Activate spell, damage in radius. Gameplay effect, mag handler. See, I knew you were going to ask about the art. We got another artist in the channel. Good on you. On active, gameplay effect added, delegate to self. Oh, is this what's calling it? No, this is for cooldown tags. Yeah, this shouldn't be calling that. I don't think it is. Hello, hello. Hello, Confusion Wood. How are you? Give me your Discord username. Sorry, my friend. I don't give that out. You are, I think probably maybe the 1000th person to come here and ask. Door stopped closing, bus door, then it stopped. Then the AC and engine stopped working after we stopped, and basically what happened was we had no idea what to do. 6 people in the bus. Let's name her 5th grade female. How are the bugs? Oh, dude. I am incredibly tilted from this one thing that I cannot control. And it is driving me up a goddamn wall. So I'm trying my best to not break my monitor. Just look my work. Sorry. Not gonna happen, my friend. All gone. My sanity is all gone. I was up till like 3 in the morning last night, trying to figure this out. And I mean, we're getting like really close, but holy shit. It is so incredibly annoying. Wait, is that being applied through prediction and then not being removed? I didn't actually check that. Fuck. I was adding a solid prediction key or a usable one. I was just passing in a filler, but I guess I am. And that was a long time ago I set that up. Very possible. What is the bug doing? Okay, so basically what's happening is I want full control over like visual effects that are applied to characters, and the reason I want that is because we're adding status effects to the game, and the status effects are these icons that sit under the health bars on the you know, the players like little like bars here. What's happening is gameplay effects have like auto magic in them where they automatically apply gameplay cues to targets, so they apply the, like these visuals. Well, when these visuals get applied, it triggers a delegate that will automatically create a status effect icon with like all the data about that effect. The problem is the one that it's creating on the character doesn't have the correct information yet, so it's preemptively creating it, and it's causing a problem with the duration setting. So it is like, oh man, it is so annoying. There's a setting where you're supposed to be able to have full control over the gameplay cue application. Like, it's supposed to stop them from being applied, but I must be doing it wrong or reading into it incorrectly, because it is not stopping. That was a mouthful, but dude, it's like 8 hours plus just looking into this one thing, and it's like the last part of the problem. And if I fix it, like, we got status effects and we're good. Basically asked if I could go on a short walk, and the assistant said yes, and I felt wind hitting the bus on one side, the other no wind, so I asked if I could open some windows. She said yes. After that, became 1 degree Celsius colder. Chatted, walked, climbed trees, shared snacks, and the final part is funny. Alright, well, hey dude, you got a setup, so better be funny. Alright, bastard, where are you getting applied? So, in reality, it's probably something that I'm just missing, and I'm gonna smack myself in the face when I realize it. But as of right now, I'm blaming everything but myself until I understand what's going on. Activated damage sphere, blah blah blah, all that good shit. Set active gameplay effect. Damn. The cheap way out of this, right, is like if the raw magnitude is 0, then we just remove the dummy version of the effect. But like, then I'm just going to be spawning this actor multiple times, and that just fucking kills me on the inside to do that, or to even allow that to happen. I really want to see what the hell is happening here. All I know is it's happening right after this. And in between God knows what else. Driving another man pushed themselves into position before they drove it. Onto a truck. Oh, okay, yeah. Like a one of those like car carriers. That was today? Wow, sounds like you had a really eventful day then. Like there's only a couple places that this could actually be happening. Damn, if only it was overrideable. Wait a minute, maybe I can do an override on gameplay queue manager. Technically I can. Handling gameplay queues at runtime. Main entry point for handling a gameplay queue event. These functions will call 3 functions below to handle gameplay queues. But at this point they've been replicated. You like my day? Yeah, it sounds like it was an eventful day. Is this before or after replication? I do have an override for gameplay queue manager, right? I do. Here we go. Ah, damn. So does this go over all the current gameplay queues, or just the incoming ones? Want to hear more details? Yeah, you could type it in. I'm not gonna be honest with you, I'm concentrating on this pretty hard right now. I'll try to read it as I go along. So it just looks like if this has like multiple queues within a single spec. Oh, this is for their test. Yeah, we don't want to go into there. Yeah. All right. We'll start with getting it to work through this, and then eventually we will whittle it down to the point where we stop the RPC from actually being sent through. We just need to grab a quick win here, though. Just so I know that the path we're taking, or the option that we're doing this with, is the most feasible. I'm gonna do an override here. On short walks, chatted about nearest shop stuff, terraforming. Basically chatted a little before we sat back outside. And the driver said, be outside. It's cooler. Colder outside, so we stayed there. Shared snacks with the two kids, chatted, saw trees. Tried to climb them, had fun doing all that, and we had fun. Went back inside, sat near the bus, and it was fun. Story ends as the bus is coming and they push it. That day was awesome. Glad you had fun, bud. So what we're pretty much going to do is look at the parameters, and we're going to gatekeep anything that doesn't have parameters set. Because we're going to be storing our duration within this, within the parameters, I mean. The last one here, parameters and options. I mean, pretty much this. Handle gameplay cues. Failed. Friday is pottery class day. There you go. Took multiple years of that shit because it was easy. Just to get by. Alright. This shit should not fucking work. I mean, it shouldn't put this goddamn effect or gameplay cue on the character now. For all that is fucking holy. God damn you. Why did it apply? Fuck me. Really? Why the fuck is the magnitude 1? Not raw magnitude, the normalized magnitude. You're gonna be one day closer to sending the mug. There you go, man. Ooh. What was that? It was like a flush. Notify gameplay queue actor finished. Spending kill or garbage. Notify gameplay queue actor finished. What is this? Handle gameplay queue. Base actor notify CPP 103. What does that have? Is that a MOBA? Where is my base actor? Was line 103. That's the ending line. I'm assuming it's referring to this right here. For the callback, I believe. Yes. We don't actually need to do this. We could just straight up destroy it. Yeah, that notify is actually totally useless for what we need to do. I actually thought I did an override on that. You look like a fried metal door. What the hell does that even mean? I can't even like fathom what that would even look like. Okay, I just need to wait for this to actually get removed. Did. Okay. Oh, wait, fuck. Live coding wasn't even done. Wait a second. How did that get applied? It shouldn't have been created. Did they spawn in the fucking actor? What? It didn't hit me till like just now. Did this get spawned? What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah. Every minute that passes, I just want to download the fucking engine off GitHub. And just change a couple lines. This oil contains 0.0001 iron. Which, if you fry it, would make them more alike. That just hurt my brain. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that actor should not be getting spawned. This function should not even get called in the first place. Out of here. Oh man, I'm gonna be up till fucking 3 in the morning doing this again, aren't I? Probably. Alright, you. Dude, I have choice words for how this works. It's not spawning in. So why was that callback happening? What? Oh, begin play. Begin play. Come on. Alright, when are you spawning in? What I'd like to know. We have to stop that multicast from going through. It's not enough just to stop the goddamn fucking gameplay queue manager from blocking it. There's something else calling this. It's so annoying that they literally made a function where you mark your GEs to be handled manually, and then, oh, now we're just gonna do it for you anyways. I don't fucking worry about it. We're just gonna send 2 fucking multicasts for you. Crazy. Did that shit get fucking spawned in? No, it didn't. It did right now. It gets spawned in on the last tick, is that what I'm seeing? Almost 20 viewers. Slowly getting up there. Cheese wheel block and speed. What the fuck are you saying, dude? Man. Usually I have a more calm demeanor, but today is fucking rough. Just put it that way. You can tell by how many tabs I have open. What's up, mate? How goes the deving? Oh, bro, today it's been fucking rough. Just say that. It has been rough. Oh, shit. If there's a way that we can check to see if this even spawned in initially, because, like, I don't want to stop a remove call from getting through. But, like, I kind of do. Damn. Are we storing the queues that we spawn in? Because that would be cool. Watch Avatar: The Last Airbender as a kid? Oh, fuck yeah, of course. I'm gonna be making an earthbending class. Pretty much inspired by that. Ran into a bug you can't solve? Oh man, yeah, it's been a goddamn day. I don't know if it's a bug, but I think it's just how they handle visual and sound effects. Doesn't work with the current system that I'm trying to create. So what I'm trying to do is I'm modifying what they're doing to make it work with what I'm trying to do. Long story short, they have something in their code that is supposed to prevent visuals and sound effects from spawning, and it'll allow the user to manually do it instead. It doesn't fucking work. Thing that's supposed to block it isn't blocking it. It's still spawning it in, still replicating it, and calling 2 multicast RPCs. So not only is it like fucking me sideways, it's fucking me backwards too. I gotta get rid of those multicasts. I gotta stop this from spawning. I gotta have control over when this happens. Oh man. So it's pretty much like digging deep into the actual engine or like the source code of this plugin to see when this is happening so I can stop it. This is how this is going down. Non-instance. No, ours is not override. This is where it's spawning. Okay. You're spawning an actor. We're not storing this actor though. Which I mean that's fine, technically. So, wait a second, if a remove call is coming through, how does it know where to send this remove call to? Where the hell is that going? Yeah, so it's going to route the queue, the event type here. So you'd have to basically find the function causing the problem, override it with your own version of logic that would make it work how you want. Exactly. Fucking exactly. Yes. Here's the problem though. I'm not gonna curse. I was about to. These nice people only marked certain functions virtual, which I get it. You really don't want those to be overridden. That's totally cool. Not a problem. Visual, well, this is a hot take probably. Visual effects always should be fucking virtual. There's my hot take. If it's not impacting the functionality of your system, I should be able to override it. I need to know where the remove event type is actually getting called here. No. So virtual functions are the classes, or are the functions that can be overridden. Non-virtual ones cannot be. So like these, for instance, we can override these. These guys though, no touch, not allowed. But yeah. Wait, hold on. Runtime gameplay queue object library. Is this storing them? Set to put loaded asset data into. If null, we will use global set. Or a comment for what this is. Alright. It's a custom struct. What do you do, friend? An object library for gameplay queue notifies. Wraps two underlying UObject libraries plus options delegates for how they are loaded. So what is that, just setting data then? Looks like it. I see, good to know. Yeah. It's a curse, honestly. Because I could definitely do the fucking easy way out of like letting these multicasts go through, but I'm a noble person, and fuck you for eating up my bandwidth on the network. Even if it's a very tiny amount, I want to have control over that. So let me override the function that does that, please. Also, this is the most deceiving shit ever. Where's this execute at? Yeah, this bastard down here. Mark gameplay queues handle manually. Now, I may be wrong, but that incentivizes, or like implicitly says, that they're not going to call gameplay queues. That's a fucking lie. Alright. I can show you that this like actually like works, but I can also show you what the problem really is. And like why we're going through all this trouble to handle this. It's mainly because it's trying to spawn in 2 of these actors. It's spawning in one with wrong data, which is really annoying, and then it's spawning in another one, or it's overriding the current one with the correct data. I thought it was prediction at first, not prediction. This is where we're controlling all the gameplay queues as well. I kind of like... I kind of want to take the actual like effect context that we're like making here, or the spec, and like make a modified version that has no gameplay queues, send that through for damage, and then pull the gameplay queues down here to be handled, to kind of cheese it out of doing this shit. Maybe that's easier to handle it that way. Kind of send like a dummy spec over with all the damage data but none of the queues. So we can still store the queues in that spec, technically. I don't know. A couple different ways to think about that. It just sucks that you have to go like that far around the norm for this kind of framework just to get that functionality. Wait a minute. I think I commented out the code within my ability system component. Where the hell is that at? It's not that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not entire solution. Stop that. There you are. What's the thing you're trying to accomplish that's causing you all this work? Status effect durations. Yeah. I want to pass in status effect durations, which we're doing, but the one that's sending incorrect data doesn't have the correct duration, and the current way it's set up is it takes the initial actor, or the initial effect that gets like played. It will use the first activated events data for the duration, And if that's set at 0, which it looks like it is for this, it will basically use that forever until the actor dies. And the reason I do it that way is because I don't want the I do not want anything to mess with like the reset data of it. So it spawns this little status effect up here with these numbers. One of them is the stack amount, which I don't think I actually have put in. But when it expires, like that status icon or effect works directly like hand in hand with this gameplay queue. So when it expires when it gets refreshed, like reapplied, it will refresh the duration as well. So all that works, it's totally automated. I never have to go in and code this shit ever again. I just have to make gameplay queues and then set the duration and if it can stack or not, and that's it. And that's great. That's going to be a really good workflow going later into the game. I just got to get to the point where it's functioning like that. And I'm like so goddamn close to having it happen that way. Where is my... a spell? So this one in particular uses just comparing the class itself. Get gameplay effect count if loaded. This is publicly available to be used. Because we could definitely pass in a pointer to this. Sounds pretty complicated. Hope you manage to figure it out soon. I know I'm gonna probs have my work cut out for me when I start trying to make my own dynamic systems. Oh man. So I love programming just because like making these systems is a lot of fun. As frustrating as it can be sometimes to be like bottlenecked by some things, when you finally get it all working, the feeling that you have is just worth every single ounce of effort that you put into it, by far. Wonder what count it's actually giving me from that other calculation we were using. I'm gonna close down a lot of this shit. I actually convert this into a soft class pointer. I think so. And technically you could use like static class too for the other one. Pass in an null pointer because I don't care about where it came from. I do want to see what raw magnitude is though, in terms of like size. But yeah, for sure. It's like beating a hard boss in a game, except you made something that'll be really useful and make your life easier. Yeah, I'm going through all this pain now pretty much just so I don't have to painstakingly add like customized or like not customized is the word I want to use here. Like for every single status effect that I make, I don't want to like have to like manually punch in everything for it. I love automation. This is a float. Very important I don't fuck that up. I will solve this today. Did I not live code it? I swear it just said accepted. Yeah, fuck. Man, brutal. So brutal. It's not being added. What is happening? Wait a second. Fuck this, get that out of here. Components, apply additional effects. We're going to be relying on this to apply stacks instead. Yeah. Have I fixed the bug? No. Fortunately not. Fucking, it's rough. Can't wait for the personal AI assistant built into your PC that can speak in real time and solve problems with you. That'll be some next level automation. Oh man. I remember my friend, he's super high on like the AI thing. You know, good for him, whatever. But AI for Unreal Engine or like ChatGPT in particular is absolutely fucking dog shit wrong about almost everything it tells you in terms of like macros or like a certain way you have to write functions or replication. It's great for logistics though. So if you have like, if you wanted to create like a pretty simple pathfinding system for like a custom movement component or something, it'll be able to do that. But if you ask it to then create the multi-thread that the pathfinding will run on, you'll just end up fucking bricking your game because it doesn't understand how like Unreal Engine atomics work. It's not happening in here. Why am I looking at this again? It's happening here. This is what I want. Is this getting called? Yes, you are. Component is null pointer. Normalized magnitude 8. That is good. We like that. Shit. Those numbers going up with like the amount of stacks, that's what we want. That's working fine because that's something that will continuously update with like reapplying this effect. The duration thing, however, just gets set to 0 and just doesn't fucking move. Super annoying. Man. Yeah, it hallucinates a lot. For me though, it can help point me in the right direction when I don't know how to do something. It's pretty good in that regard. Oh, absolutely. It will give you ideas, which it, you know, that's a good thing because then you can take those ideas and create something on your own. I mean, I've used it a handful of times for some logistics and stuff, but whenever I tried to have it do something major, I ended up like ripping my hair out because it just doesn't understand the latest Unreal Engine like macros or anything. It struggles with it quite a bit. Normalized magnitude. We actually want to use this parameter here. Go to our gameplay queue manager again, where we handle these queues. I want to print out what the parameter is that's incoming. See how many times that this shit is actually happening. Go by normalized magnitude now. Yeah, I mean, what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the parameters and I'm kind of using like the base struct that they have for this, and I'm turning it into something that stores like different variations of data. What is that, Claude? That the name? Supposedly smarter than ChatGPT currently, but you could try it out and let me know if it's about the same level of intelligence. Yeah, link, send a link over in the Discord. Check it out. We are going to sort by this guy currently. Yeah, shit, it gets normalized and passed as 1. It gets packaged as... Actually, kind of weird. So, if it already exists, it actually doesn't go through handle gameplay queues, from what I'm seeing here. But at the top line here, you can see that we're packaging up the data to be sent over. So we're packaging the tag and everything, and the current magnitude. Sent the link. I'll check it out in a couple minutes here. Man. Killing me. Alright. I'm gonna fill my water up again. Be back in just a minute here. We'll keep at it. I'm fixing this goddamn thing today. I do not care. Be right back. Okay. So you can see right here, actually, one of the This while active receives a 1 for the normalized magnitude and then receives an 8. Only I could figure out where this data is coming from. Yeah, so you got the zeros coming in, they're on the listen server. This, like these two first lines here, are from the actual gameplay effect itself. This isn't the manual part, this is like the automated gameplay effect GC application. When we get to this point here where we're applying the additional effects or the gameplay cues, you can see the data is correct that we're sending over the network here. So I just want to get rid of this incorrect data. I mean, an easy way to do it is to like just remove gameplay cues from the GE's like section for them and just store it somewhere else. Do I really want to do that? I mean, it's kind of getting to the point where I kind of have to. I could probably just store it into like a data table. And it'll pull the information from that instead. It'll stop this multicasting bullshit too, or just sending over like 2 of them for no reason. Oh man, all fun stuff. What's up, Johnny? How are you doing on this fine afternoon? So this is how like the system kind of starts, is when we have a status effect that gets applied on the, or basically whenever we spawn the actual Niagara system, we submit the parameter data to our ability system component, which when that happens, it triggers a chain reaction of function calls to create icons for the status effects, and then it populates the data within the icons themselves. You can see here we have it bound to this right here. Then this function pulls in this data and creates a new status effect icon, or status effect icon. And this is where it's getting the duration from right here. It's on the initial creation. What I could do currently, or right now, is have this kind of gatekeep anything from actually happening unless the parameter or the magnitude is higher than a certain number. I think I'm just going to have all the gameplay cues not within that section of the gameplay effect itself, for now at least. I might come back to it in the future, but I really don't want to spend as many days as I Currently am trying to get this to work. As long as it's greater than 1, that's all we care about. Let's see what we got. Shit, I actually didn't check and see if live coding got done. Oh, I also forgot to move this into the child class that has a more unique functionality to it. Because this one uses effect counters. Shit. Oops. I kind of want to change this around. I like this though. Definitely a better way to word this. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna keep it this way for now. All I care about is that this works. I'll optimize the function iteration later. It's been such a long night. All this for status effects. Dude, when I first made status effects in this game, I got rid of the system entirely because I was like, shit, it doesn't work great. And then I came up with this idea. Works a lot better. But, fuck, there's always something in the way. Alright, now it actually has the correct duration displayed. What we're currently not doing, though, is we don't have like any like countdown or like animation running in the background when we spawn in that icon. So in order to fix that, we just need to go to the icon itself and change up the code there. I already have a lot of it pre-built from when we were actually making it. We don't need this. See if this is actually getting called. It's probably not ticking, I would imagine. No, technically it should be counting down. There we go. I can optimize the tick a lot better though, because right now it's doing like an ass load of calculations behind the scenes. So a better way to handle this is we would basically want the remaining duration to tick down pretty much like every like integer interval, not every float interval, because we're not doing like any like decimal point calculation for the countdown effect or anything like that. Well, at least not yet. So there's no point in like spamming this function call all the way down. So there's two places we could actually do that then. Actually, I haven't used this in a while. Yeah, that wouldn't work that way. I need to make a temp function. What am I doing? Or not a temp function, a temp variable for next iteration. What's up, Kraken? Yeah, so we could just make an internal UNate here. Not .f. So if this is greater than the remaining duration, we set this number. Because this will get floored automatically from the conversion itself. Man, brain is like rotting. Turn the music down just for a second here. I can think about how this is going to iterate through. Mass is in 7.9. It's floored down to 7. Yeah, okay. could work. Could also do something like this. No, that's not going to work the way I think it is. Never mind. So in theory, this should only get called once every second, roughly. Unless I forgot like a certain check. This looks harder than Dark Souls. Oh man, it is mentally destroying me. That's okay. Yeah, it's setting it to 1. Wrong data. Shit. Oh, is it because of this? No, we're doing this check outside. Yeah. This may not be harder than Dark Souls gameplay wise, but coding, man, there have been some challenges where I've been on edge, put it that way. Oh, also, goddammit, the widgets are running off of the tick. Even when it's paused. I gotta change that. Yeah, the coding part. Oh, yeah. Not for everybody, but it's possible to learn, no matter what. You just gotta be consistent with it. I think that's the hardest part. I've taught well over like 20 people programming at this point, and the telltale sign of like if you're actually gonna make it doing it or not is if you like think of it as like a chore or not. Because at the end of the day, like if it's a chore to you, then you're probably not going to enjoy it past that point. Satisfaction set to 8. I don't think it was actually setting that though. But this comes in as 8. 8 is greater than 1. Shit. It's greater than 1. And it's also greater than this. Why was I checking it like that? Makes no goddamn sense. It's less than 1, but greater than this. That's what we care about. The reason we're doing it this way is so it prevents it from just flooring to 0 before the cooldown's actually reached. There we go. Counting down. And it's called a bunch of times here. It looks like it's getting 2 ticks in before it can actually... Oh, no, it's not. It's not. This is just the client and the server. It's only getting 1 tick in. Tried coding for 1 day using Python, but only made a Stickman game the tutorial helped me make. Yeah. I mean, I failed computer science twice. So, you know, first time doesn't matter as much. As long as you're persistent. I just didn't take it seriously until like a bit later in life. I really wish I took it seriously when I was like a teenager. That's when I started, when I was like 17. But I don't know. My mind was in other places, I guess. What we do want to do, though, we want to make sure that this, we want to make sure that when this actually goes below 1, that we're not just calling this a bunch too. The next call would be at 0, is how we would do it. So I mean, we could technically put like an early exit here for it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, because we don't need to set the text. This is what I'm trying to avoid right here. I don't want to call these 2 lines. It's a lot easier to just do one if check here for an early exit than do this conversion and set text. I'm gonna remove this log though for sure after we get all this working and it's consistent. It's only temporary. If you guys have any questions about programming though, or anything with Unreal Engine 5, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I enjoy teaching this kind of shit. was thinking of doing like kind of like classes, honestly, in the Discord, or just like teaching like basics of like networking, or maybe the gameplay ability system or something. I think that would be pretty fun. Okay, the countdown's happening. Did not mean the roll. Nice. Okay. So, the next part is setting the progress bar. When this gets initialized, we can actually set that here. Set status effect, progress. Maybe you could fix Dark Souls 2 and make a better game. I could definitely mod it. Fixing it? That's a little tough. Probably set this last. I know this equals 1 anyways, but doesn't really matter. Fuck it. Okay, it'll tick down when we complete. Okay, I'm already setting the progress bar to 0. Good, good, good. All good things. I also thought of a really good HUD design for the teams and everything. So over the weekend, I'm going to be working on that. And we're going to get built into the game. I don't want to show the drawings or the mock-ups yet, because they're not too great right now. They will be. You could see here that every time we auto attack, it's actually really hard to see that. Let me make that bigger. Every time we auto attack, it resets the progress bar, which is perfect. It is all working. Not how I wanted it to, mind you, but it is working nonetheless. Where the fuck is my widget? There you are. Wrong folder. Size box. Let's make this not 64 by 64, that's way too big. 32 by 32. I think that's what we actually had it at. Working means progress. That's what I like to see. In here, I spent the past like 20 hours maybe trying to get this shit to work. My god, it was horrible. We definitely need it bigger than 48 by 48. Duration text, probably in the middle. I don't know. Do we even have duration text? I think we should. A tough call, honestly. What's up, Johnny? Oh shit, hold on. I gotta... There we go. Almost forgot. When we reapply, it's actually not setting the time. Figured out how to get the item where you defeated the Scorpion boss in Dark Souls 2. You need to have her go underground and come up from under the tree. Oh shit. That's like a crazy complicated way to get an item. Reset duration. Oh, it's just doing this. We also want to reset the other parts of the duration too. Progress bar is kind of already going to get reset. Duration text though definitely needs to get set back. Like skipped over it. Oh wait, it's no, it will. We have that outside of it. Yeah, and can only be done during the fight. It wasn't anything special though. Just a fire butterfly that can automatically light a torch. Huh. Those are like the little fun mechanics that you can add to games. I noticed you're handling visual stuff inside C++. Shouldn't that be done in blueprints? So the way I do it is animations, definitely blueprints, like absolutely fuck handling any animation shit in C++. For widgets, I find it a lot easier to control widgets with C++. So it may be like a preference thing. I don't know if there's a performance cost to it at all. I think it's, yeah, just preference pretty much. Oh, also, where the hell's my status effect going? This disappeared on me. What did I break? The mountain of patch creation successful that just pops up on the side. I probably should shut down and recompile soon. It's weird though. It actually wasn't getting added before. Yeah, and honestly, that's a great rule to go by. Like, if you can do it in blueprints without a performance hit, like, definitely do so. It'll be a lot faster to, like, accomplish, like, your goals. For me, I just find C++ more fun. I don't know. I love creating code. I think I remember what compile does. It shortens and optimizes the code. You are correct. In C++, specifically, it will take your code and transform it into assembly, which is then translated to machine code. There's different variations of compilers as well. They all pretty much do the same thing. Some handle other situations better than others, though, from what I remember reading. And this is one bug that's pretty annoying. Oh, did I just see a double? Oh, I just saw two floating damage texts just spawn right there. Still wild how people managed to figure this stuff all out originally and make it work. Oh, it's crazy. The amount of math that goes into this is insane. They basically did all the math so I can just do a little bit of it. Oh, I don't know if I have seamless travel on. Uh-oh. Oh no. We're good, we're good. The textures are going to look terrible though because this landscape is using RVT, and with multiple players it just eats up all the memory. Is what I saw. Yeah, look how fucking scrappy all the texturing is. Damn. I think there was like one more bug that I was like thinking about. I totally lost track of what it was. But I do want to look into that spawning text thing that I just saw. Let me show you what the actual texturing looks like. So you can kind of get an idea of how much it got scaled down. Where is it? Here we are. This right here is the actual texturing. Which all these like obstacles during playtesting, I've always found them actually kind of annoying more than anything else. I think I want to get rid. God damn it. I gotta stop clicking on that. Okay. Here we go. Not get rid, actually. What am I saying? I want to scale them down a little bit. Oh, fuck. Are they going to pivot off of that? They shouldn't. Better. Sort of. Be on soon? Yeah, you start up in about 5 minutes, don't you? Yeah, this map is a bit too congested for all this shit. Need a little bit more room. Sure, be there with our motivational roasting of your dying in misery. That's my favorite part of him playing Dark Souls. I also love that fucking emote that you made, or that you have. It's pretty good. That needs to be a little bit brighter. Do I? Oh man, I'm getting carried away with this. Need to go back to combat testing. Jesus. Oh. Only spawning one here. That's where I saw two before. Yeah, and then this bug only happens in the play-in editor. Yeah, I don't see it spawning 2 again. Oh man, that was 10 minutes ago. I'm so sorry I missed this message. Have you tried the Chat GPT alternative yet? Interested in hearing if it passes your criteria for being useful. Oh shit, thank you for reminding me. Hold on. Let me check it out. I just got lost in the sauce. Let's see. Da, da, da. Alright, well, it wants me to enter in my email and stuff. Or not my email, but my telephone number. Let me get rid of that. Make sure it doesn't come up on the screen. I know better. Doxed. Yeah. Honestly, like sometimes the keyboard can just like do that to me. Oh man. Sounds good, let's begin. Man, what can I ask this guy? First message. What's something I can ask him? How do you spawn an actor in Unreal Engine 5? Let's see here. Create or obtain an actor blueprint. Okay. Gotcha. It's gonna be created by going to the content. Got it. Get the actor blueprint reference in your code. You can drag and drop actor blueprint from content browser into your event graph. In C++, you need to load the blueprint class using... You'll need to load the blueprint class using constructor helpers internal.h. I don't know about that one. World context object. This is the most common way to do it. Let's have a reference to the world in which you want to spawn the actor. In blueprints, you can get the world context object by calling get world. Okay, so this is just like basic stuff, and then here's the actual code. I lied? What do you mean I lied? Lied about what, friend? Damn, you caught me. A actor, spawned actor equals world, spawn actor, A actor, blueprint class, spawn location, spawn rotation. I mean, this is fine. That's fine. T subclass of, okay. I mean, okay, so it knows like some macros, it looks like. This is kind of weird though. So it doesn't know about U property macros, I'm assuming. Okay, so it does. It just didn't mark the T subclass of. So yes, you can put a direct like reference to the location of the file that you want to load here. It's not as like easy as what this is saying right here, load blueprint class, but the most common way to do it is to use a like edit defaults only U property, where you could just like select it from that. So I mean, it knows about some things, very generic ways of doing things. I don't think it's going to steer you wrong if you ask it like very basic questions, but I definitely wouldn't rely on it to do anything crazy with source code from the engine, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't have it try to alter any of the classes that are overridable. I would use this more so for like just asking it like, oh yeah, what's the property, or what's the U property for being able to change variables inside the editor during runtime? And then it would like spit out the answer like edit anywhere, or like how do I make a delegate, something like that. I'll bookmark it though, because if it gets better, like, I'm always looking for more resources. You've got to ask. What's up? Goddamn rolling. Oh, maybe it wasn't spawning two numbers. I don't know. Hard to say. Are you British? No, I don't think so. Why do you ask, sir? Oh, another thing I found was for some reason you can still roll in the lobby. I don't think that's actually a thing when you actually load into it first. I think it's like post match. It actually doesn't remove the ability from the character, which is kind of weird. Actually look at that and see. See, okay, good to know. I do hope it improves immensely soon enough. Yeah, me too. I really hope that the AI help for programming really expands with Unreal Engine. As much as I love reading and like understanding how like source code works for like certain frameworks that I'm using, the amount of time I would save if I just like could get the information I need through just like a couple questions instead of digging, would benefit me greatly. Okay, we want to see if we can roll off the bat, and this will determine if it's a bug post game or just with this game mode in general. Like it's just with this game mode. Getting granted to them. Weird. We gotta stop that from happening. Your own personal Jarvis? Fuck yeah. My own personal Jarvis. That'd be awesome. My Unreal Engine Jarvis. I think we pretty much figured out all the problems with this. What I will do later on though is I do want to add a decimal point to this. I think it will be a lot cooler that way. So I'll leave my to-do there so I check back at that later on. Get rid of this shit. I'm gonna leave these logs up for this, so I'm gonna have to dig into that later. Right now we gotta go to the character class and see why it has that rolling ability. It's just gotta be something really dumb. Dream is to make my own country in an unclaimed land. It's good to have ambitions, friend. So I mean, this is where it's happening here. Doesn't look like it's getting an early exit for this here. So is this not getting replicated? Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Or why am I doing it this way? The game mode doesn't exist on clients. Yeah. This has got to get redone. That is a terrible way to do that. Must have been like high off my ass. More to-dos. This isn't like a huge issue for now, but later on it will be. So, gotta get done at some point. We kind of talk about Drake's new Fire song. Man, Drake got put in the fucking dumpster. I'm sorry, bro. I don't think there's any coming back from that. Shit, where's my checklist? Yeah, there's actually some pretty simple stuff that we can do. One of them being is with the invoke table. I say simple, but I guess not really. I sent it to you, man. Drake made the best song on earth. What do you mean? If you're referring to that one song from like a couple days ago that you sent over, You know what? Yeah, you're right. There you go. I'll just say it. Yeah, this all needs to be changed too. Man, so much to do. Sometimes I just get completely overwhelmed with all like the very small but random things that need to happen. Luckily though, we got the status effects working. My idea for the future though is to have them be kind of shaped like this. Actually, let's just angle these guys. You don't want this to be hit testable. Made that mistake before. The stack counter is probably going to be in the corner, so we don't actually need these margins here. If anything, we actually should make this bigger. Or have this counter be on the outside. Oh, I loaded into the wrong map. Mad bars. What did Drake do? I don't really follow that. I don't really follow what musicians do. So it was kind of just it was just some beef between two artists, and one of them made a song, like a diss track, and then the other one wrote something back, and within like an hour the other one posted up another diss track on him, and like there was just no coming back from it. Like, Drake got completely owned. Oh, I didn't even check the goddamn status effect. Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually have it like a diamond shape like that. Oh shit, the progress bar though. Whoops. That's gonna be kind of awkward to fix, actually. I don't think there's any way I can like spin it. Yeah, we can't even do like left to right. I mean, we could do something like this. Wonder how that would look. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You sent it to me last week. I was referring to that one. So basically the Eminem and MGK, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Pretty much the same thing. The image that we have for the status effect though looks like it's transparent for some reason. That's kind of weird. Maybe it's just what we picked. Drake's Canadian. Canada only has cans of maple syrup. I don't think that's the only thing they have, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sorry about that. Hopefully that wasn't loud. Where the hell did it take me? Okay. Canada. That's why they have that's why they have does in cans. You know, your logic is pretty solid, not gonna lie. Oh, also, I was working on a new map out of, I guess just boredom the other day. The concept is going to be like a visibility type of thing. So it's going to be a desert map. And one of the things that I'm going to modify with this map is the fog. So it's going to mimic kind of like a sandstorm almost. So it's going to reduce visibility and also make the player take like damage. What's going to happen is there's going to be two sides to the map that have like kind of like domes almost, or like force fields that the player is safe in and that they have visibility in. But I put this together in like 5 minutes. I still got to do the actual like detailing and landscape and everything. I don't really know if it's feasible, to be honest with you, but I thought it would be pretty cool. I got the color palette down at least. But yeah, I think on that note, I gotta get some food. Fucking starving. But I'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 11:30 Eastern. We're going to be doing... Wow, what was it? Oh, some more UI like overhaul stuff. We're gonna fix up basically everything UI related for the teams that we just made this past week, and we're also going to be making more status effects for the rest of the abilities in the game. Enjoy your food. I most certainly will. Thank you, Bopples. I appreciate that. Read previous message. D equals Drake. A equals a word. Or word equals Drake's. I have no idea what that even means. Why did you want me to read that? But anyways, I'm going to sign off. Wherever you are, have a great morning, evening, afternoon, or night. And till tomorrow. Peace. See you guys.